Hope all of you are doing so well, and in today's video we're going to have a look at the types of triangles based on sides and also based on angles. These are lessons that you guys took in year 3 and year 4 actually, but this video I'm going to remind you of them. I'm sure that all of you, literally all of you, should have taken this before. All right, so here the types of triangles based on sides, which means that we look at the sides of the triangle. I drew here a very small, cute triangle over here for you guys. Look at it. How many sides does a triangle have? This is the first question that I should ask you actually, and I know that it might be a silly question to sixth graders, and of course, yes, the answer is three sides and three angles. This is one special thing about triangles that no other shapes have. It is the only shape that has three sides and three angles is the triangle. The only shape that has these properties is the triangle. Good. So looking at the three sides that are here, how can I classify? Classify means tell the type of the triangle because it might come to you guys in one of the questions saying classify the triangle, which means tell the type of the triangle. Based on the sides, so I'm not going to look at the angles. Based on the sides here, if I put the same mark on all of them, like this here, for example, this is a mark. If I put the same mark on the second side and I put the same mark on the third side, this means that the three sides are equal. The three sides are congruent. Congruent is another word for equal. I'm going to write it also here for you guys to know it. Congruent. Congruent means equal, okay? This is one thing that you also need to know. So the sum of the three angles, yeah, if the sides of the three sides have the same length, so this is an equilateral triangle. This is the first type that we're learning today. Equal means equal, equi means equal. This is in Latin. Lateral means side. So equal sides. All the three sides and the three angles are equal in an equilateral triangle. So an equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal, all the three angles are equal. All right, good. Since the three angles in an equilateral triangle are equal, then each angle is 60 degrees. How do we know this? You should also know that the sum of the three angles of any triangle, as written over here, the sum of the three angles in any triangle is 180 degrees. If you add the three angles of any triangle, they give you 180 degrees. Any triangle. Good. So if we are talking here about an equilateral triangle, which has three equal sides and three equal angles, then each angle is 60 degrees. This is a fact, guys, that you need to study and know. All the angles of an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. Good. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Now we understand the equilateral triangles. What's the second one? How do we pronounce this? It is isosceles. Isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangles, they have two equal sides. So they're not three equal sides. No, they are two. Second. So here, you're going to find only two marks here, not three marks. Sorry, guys, about this. All right, you're going to find here only two sides. Look at this. Only two sides have the same mark, which means only two sides are equal. The third side doesn't have the same mark. It means that the third side is not equal to them. So two sides are equal is called isosceles triangle. And if two sides are equal, that means that also two angles are equal. These two angles are also equal. This is in an isosceles triangle. Two angles and two sides are equal. Good. So this is everything about the isosceles triangle. Please, you need to study this. Scalene triangles, all the sides and the angles have different lengths or size. So if all the sides here are not equal or are different, look at this, none of them have any marks, just the three sides are different. If they have different lengths, that means the three angles also are different, which means this is a scalene triangle. And that's how we classify triangles based on sides. Equilateral, all the three sides are equal, all the three angles are equal. Isosceles, only two sides are equal, which makes two angles also equal. Scalene, all the three sides are different, and which makes also the three angles with different sizes. All right, that's everything about the sides. Types of angles. Now we're going to move to the angles. Okay, the first thing that we have over here is the acute angle. Here is an acute angle. I'm going to try to make this, that's bigger. All right. So here, as you see, guys, acute angles are greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. So if any angle that is less than 90 degrees, it's going to be acute. If I tell you this angle is 89, then it's an acute angle. If I say that this angle is 1 degree, that's an acute angle. Any angle that's between 0 degrees and 90 is acute angle. All right. Looking at this, at the right angles first, the right angle is just standing this way, straight, just it's perpendicular, making a right angle, making 90 degrees exactly. Look at my arm here, guys. You see how this is standing? It is just exactly making 90 degrees. If I make this smaller, look at my arm and how it's being closed right now. This is acute. So right angle just standing this way, straight. An acute angle, it's smaller. So this is an acute angle. And here is the angle, by the way, guys. Here is the angle. This is a right angle. Now this is a right angle. You make it smaller. Now it is acute angle. Look at this, acute, acute, acute. I cannot make it any smaller, unfortunately. All right, but if I make it bigger, look at this here. This is a right angle, we agreed, like this. It's a right angle. Look at this. If I make it this way, okay, now it is more than a right angle, which is called obtuse. More than a right angle, obtuse, 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 until now it is still obtuse, until now it's still obtuse, until I reach the straight angle. This is a straight angle, which is the last one that we have over here. This is a straight angle. Okay, good. So you're going to see here acute angles less than 90 degrees, less than the right angle here as you see. This is smaller. These are all acute angles. Oh, mister, this looks like a right angle, mister. No, it is not a right angle. A right angle would go straight a little bit more. Look at this. Could have been this way. This is smaller than a right angle. Even if it's 1 degree smaller, it's an acute angle. All right. The right angles usually have this sign. The right angles, usually they have this sign. That square that is inside the angle. It shows you here, guys, that it is a right angle. Okay, good. And the obtuse who have done it, it's greater than 90 degrees, but it's definitely less than 180 degrees. The straight angle is 180 degrees exactly. Guys, it's not just that you need to understand this, you need to study this, please, if you don't already know it very well. All right, the next page here is about types of triangles, but based on angles. So what are the types of the triangles based on angles? I look at the shape, this triangle here. How many acute angles? Do I have any right angles? Because we have three types of triangles based on angles, not based on sides. Remember, based on sides, equilateral, isosceles, scalene. But now it is different. Now we are dealing with angles, not the sides. So we have either an acute triangle, a right triangle, or obtuse triangle? Okay, good. So acute triangle, all the angles are acute. All the angles literally are acute. Okay, no right angles at all in an acute triangle. No obtuse angles at all in acute triangle. So what about the right triangle? Mister, it has here also acute. Why don't we call it acute? And it has another acute here. Why don't we call it acute triangle? Because it has one right angle. So if it has only one right angle, then it is called a right triangle. If it has only one obtuse angle, then it is called an obtuse triangle. Even Mr. If the other two are acute, the other two are always going to be acute. And only one is going to be obtuse, so it's obtuse triangle. And only one is right, then it's a right triangle. All of them are acute, no right, no obtuse, so it's an acute triangle. The last part over here, it asks you a question that came in one of the checkpoint exams. Can a triangle have two right angles? Impossible, Mr. Ahmed. You should say no. But the tricky part here was asking the students to explain how. So they just understand that no, Mr. Ahmed, it's impossible to have two right angles. But how can we explain this? It's just no. All right, this is how you can explain it. You say, no, a triangle can never have two right angles because if you draw two sides here, look at this. If you draw two sides at right angles with the third side, look at this. So here are two sides. They are at right angles with the third side, which is this one. They will never meet. And then you draw this. This is all what you need to say. If you draw two sides at right angles with a third side, they will never meet. And then you have to draw this. You have to draw this as well. Okay, guys? That's it about the types of triangles based on angles. That's it about the types of angles and also the types of triangles based on sides.